Welcome back to World-Beater Wrestling. Today we're going through a top wrist lock into an arm drag. So for this one, a few different ways to set it up. One simple way is from a headlock. So if I was in the headlock, if I address that grip first with two hands, pop the wrist that way to break the grip and keep turning that way, I should end up here, okay? Now this is kind of like a modified version of a top wrist lock. The traditional top wrist lock is usually two hands using a double wrist lock grip, elbow over my shoulder. This is kind of like a lazy man's version, but we get into it really nicely from that transition. The other way we can get into it is from a wrist lock. So if I'm in a regular wrist lock, holding onto that wrist, I can relieve the pressure by kicking my right leg through and bringing my head underneath that grip. So from here, I've relieved the pressure, but if I go one more time under, I can actually get into that same position. Once I've got this position, making sure with a thumbless grip, I'm latching the forearm. I'm pulling slightly that way. If I keep it too loose, when I go for the arm drag, we're going to lose it. So just that little bit of tension will help us, and that elbow has to be pretty much pinned to my chest, or at the very least over the shoulder. From here, much like I would for a headlock takedown, I'm going to use my right hand as a post. So I'm bringing my right hand down, grip stays tight, and I want to end up in this all fours position. So I like to go post, kick my right knee back, and then my left knee follows. So if we go nice and slow, post, right knee back, left knee follows, and then just drag over the top. When we end up in this position, the choices are really yours. You could continue to attack the arm if you wish. You could start to go into wrist locks, arm locks. It's really up to you.
If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button, spread the word, and if you have any questions or requests for World-Beater Wrestling, don't be afraid to comment below.